So everyone talks about the Knicks series, rightfully so, but I wanted to ask you about the Philly series because I feel like you guys ripped the soul out of that franchise twice in that series. Obviously in the Game 7, but then in the comeback before. Is there can you explain to sort of the casual listener what it's like to rip the heart out of a building like that is that enthusiastic, and then you just come in 9 minutes and just take and suck everything out?
It's no other feeling like whenever you go on the road and you're just playing, especially you playing an arena like Philly and their fans start booing their own team and it's loud, like it's crazy, like it's just there's no other feeling, like. But they want to do the same thing to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that when they came and they beat us in Game 6, that was their mentality. They wanted to come and not let us win and end it because we were up 3-2 after the Game 5 comeback. So we knew we had to go up there and take care of business. But that was, a crazy series. And obviously people talk about we ended the process, but that was a big deal for us.
When Ben Simmons decided to pass, how shocked were you?
I didn't realize in the moment what it was, but I looked on my phone after the game. Everybody's killing him.
You were coming over as the help defender, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I've always wanted to ask you this. Yes. What were you going to do? Had he gone up to dunk or shoot a layup, even if you just go up to shoot a layup and use the size, what were you going to? What was your plan in that moment?
It depends. If he would have turned and faced the basket and kept it high, there's no reason to foul and get him an N1. But if he did what he was doing, which took a low dribble, and I think he spun and took a low dribble, I would have fouled him and not let him get the shot off or try to hit the ball or just try to hit his arm and get him sent into the free throw line. But I think he kind of knew that I was going to come over and foul him, and that's why he passed it up. And so, yeah.
In a little bit of fairness to Ben, a little bit. I'm not condoning him passing the ball. He was a little off balance. He also probably didn't know that it was you. And I think that's in a way, that's what makes the pass so egregious.
Yeah.
Because as a fan, you're like, it's Trae coming. They'd be like me coming over. You know, it's like, why are you passing up a layup against me? It's a stupid fucking play.
But in those moments when you spin and it's a quick moment. He may not know that it was me.
He sees a Hawks jersey and he's like, let me get off.
Yeah. And he sees a blue jersey right behind me that he can just drop off and maybe get a layup. So, it's a bang bang play, and it sucks for him. I understand that's a tough play because he's a good player. Like I hate how people talk how bad of a player he is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about recency bias. I think he's a really good player, but I think one moment can get people turning.
We've said this all the time. I understand, because I played in Philly, and I understand some of the gripe that Philly fans have with him in terms of the reluctance to shoot. Because he does work on shooting, and I don't have a reason why he won't shoot. So I think it's like the lack of growth in that department is very frustrating for them. Yeah. On the flip side of that, I think we don't appreciate Ben enough for how great he is at the things he does well. Mm-hmm. And he is a great player. And I honestly, I hope he recovers and is healthy and comes out next year and just kills for the Nets. Did you, this year, when you went back to Philly, did you experience any of that animosity on a similar level that you experienced going back to the Garden?
Oh, nah. Nah, it was different. They have a not totally different team, but they're a different kind of roster. We're playing Tyrese a little bit more. So it's a totally different situation, I feel like, there than New York. I feel like them, Sav and Julius and all those guys from last year was kind of why it's still a little battle, and a lot of fans love it. So I don't think the same thing.